Aloha beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Merissa Indigo and I am the founding director of Divine DNA Blueprint Mystery School. Welcoming you back for another empowerment session. Felt it's so important to share this really exciting and inspiring information with you all to assist in recharging our entire being and our light bodies after this eclipse, because boy, it's been huge, hasn't it? So much come up, so much clearing, and so we want to make sure we're doing everything possible to recharge our light, refuel our light body, keep inspired in the deep center of our sacred hearts, as well as raising our frequency. So today we're going to be talking about this amazing Mercury Cazimi, which is happening with the sun in Aries. We've done videos about the power of the Mercury Cazimi before, and it's just so incredible the way divine timing sets everything up for us, that we would go through these really powerful initiations with these eclipse cycles, and then within a few days have an opportunity for a total solar recharge of our entire being at soul level, physical level, and beyond. This is a profoundly transformational experience for us with this Mercury Cazimi. Mercury has come through the holy fire initiations of this eclipse, and Mercury represents our own human mind and communication and how we think and process, and all about how we do this with relation to our identity and our self, this new higher self, this authentic self that's coming through with Aries with this eclipse cycle. And so we're in this process of going through these holy fire initiations with this eclipse. For us, it was definitely another ring of fire eclipse, this past eclipse cycle. And it's burning away the old programs so that we can rise and meet the sun, which is symbolic of our own higher consciousness, our divine connection. And we're doing this through our own sacred heart chamber. So I want to share about this wonderful opportunity, and then we're going to proceed to a really simple yet profound activation process so that you can make the most of receiving some awesome insight, inspiration, as well as the courage with all this wonderful Aries energy to express something in a brand new way. Before we jump in, please take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button so that we can make the most of these algorithms and support more soul family here on YouTube. All right, so welcome everyone to this divine opportunity to further integrate the clarity, these beautiful and bright truths of your heart and soul, and a brand new cycle of courage and success. When Mercury is Cazimi, it's an Arabic word for kiss or to be in the heart of. And so this is a day that is absolutely fantastic for nourishing what is called the wisdom body in the Vedic traditions. So the wisdom body, and in Sanskrit is called the Vijnanamaya kosha, is one of multiple energy bodies or invisible sheaths. The kosha, as it translates to sheath in Sanskrit. So the wisdom body, known as the Vijnanamaya kosha, is one of the invisible subtle energy bodies, or kosha means sheath, and it's a really vital part of our spiritual anatomy. So this is part of the etheric body templates, and it's immediately related with the light body layers to our own discernment and wisdom, intuition, and our higher intelligence. So we want to take advantage of opportunities such as this to consciously work with these subtle energy bodies or koshas. And in doing this, just the intention of connecting and learning more and being open, it strengthens our relationship to our light body, learning how to listen, how to communicate what is the language of our light body, as well as recharging it up with more light. So starting to look at ourselves through this Solarian or solar codex kind of solar logos identity as a solar being, where our cells are solar light charging cells. And it's really powerful to consciously recharge our light with the photonic light, whether it's in the sun or also energetically through the power of our intention with beautiful opportunities like this Mercury Cazimi. So the reason that it's such a powerful day to tune into the wisdom body and tapping into your own sovereign embodied wisdom is because of this astrological placement that takes place a few times a year, where the planet Mercury meets the sun. So this is known as the Cazimi, and it's an astrological term, an Arabic term, like we said, that's used to refer to planets that are so close to the sun that they could be considered in the heart of the sun itself. So it's amazing because we are in a Mercury retrograde right now, and this alignment is happening so that we can be gifted to really be open to new layers of wisdom and insight that would be difficult to see ordinarily under ordinary circumstances. So when we're in the retrograde cycle, which we are now in April, and it goes direct on April 25th and then is still in shadow through May, so we still are going to have some interesting experiences with Mercury. We've talked about this in other videos and highly recommend you check out our other videos on Mercury retrograde and how that opens us up to more of a quantum entanglement process, quantum information, where we are more easily and readily connecting consciously to divine wisdom. So it's taking us out of the immediate linear functioning of the day-to-day and those linear processes and expanding us up into divine mind. So the sun represents consciousness and light within us all. We talk about the solar logos. The sun is consciousness and light itself. So Mercury is the planet closest to the sun when we look at everything through astronomy. And it is said to be the messenger which helps us to receive and translate information from the sun. And so this is symbolic again of us in our human state accessing our divinity and connecting with larger solar logos, right? Or the monad, oversoul kind of intelligence, this divine God consciousness intelligence in the sun. So when Mercury is in the heart of the sun, there is an opportunity for a beautiful, deep receiving of clarity, insight, wisdom, more light, and consciousness. And we are working directly with the Hermetic principles of as above, so below, as within, so without, when we discuss these different processes with you all. So this is a really amazing day to welcome this space for inner wisdom and intuition to pour through us. When our mind is in a busy state of kind of a linear calculating, higher wisdom and information cannot come through. It's a totally different frequency to have an open and receptive, quiet mind. It's more still, and to be one with the sovereign quantum entanglement frequencies of divine mind versus a full roaring mind that's just blowing down the train tracks going to a specific destination. This is the difference between thinking with the linear brain, which is like looking at everything through a pinhole or a keyhole really, and perceiving on a quantum level through your whole being and body. And that is more of the quantum holographic perception of receiving information. And if you're interested in connecting with these gifts more, we do teach the steps, energy mastery, and protocols for accessing your divine intuition and sovereign wisdom through our mentorship immersions at the Divine DNA Blueprint Mystery School. So today is a wonderful opportunity to tap in to these natural gifts. The stillness is a little bit easier to acquire today, and the stillness is absolutely vital to tune in to your sovereign wisdom. Your own cosmic antenna are so eager to be put to use. So this kind of conscious approach to divine mind and clarity, working with the solar consciousness, is a really important part of your spiritual nutrition, or we call it light nutrition, nourishing the wisdom body, firstly with the self-care of opening your day to take some time, make space for the unseen intuition, wisdom, higher intelligence to land and to be integrated into our lives. Physical sensations, upgrades, and new practices for being in your body now at this frequency may come online. You may experience Kundalini activations, a rising up of emotional clearing as your body continues to release old stories or energies that were stuck in the tissues. And you may also receive some guidance about how to work with your physical avatar body now in this new frequency. We actually have a Lightbody stretch and breath system that's a quantum energy healing approach that was channeled with some of the yogic masters and the solar rishi. And that's a really amazing course and welcome to your body on a whole new quantum level. That's available on the Mystery School site too. If you're feeling like it's time for an upgrade, it's time for a new embodiment phase in your journey, or a new relationship with your body and physical experience at this time. So on Thursday, April 11th, Mercury will move into the heart of the sun in Aries at 22 degrees, forming the Cazimi. So we have two master numbers today with this whole occurrence of 11 and 22 to contemplate here. So check out your angel numbers or whatever numerology resource that you really like. We love the Divine Triangle with Dusty Bunker. So a Cazimi Cazimi represents not only the combined energies of Mercury and the Sun, but this is the start of a brand new cycle, one that gives you the power to transform your life in the most amazing ways. And so to do this, we got to continue to declutter, right? So letting go of past thoughts, decisions, or even agreements. So you want to run everything through this higher energy and see, oh, is this still aligned? Is this still aligned? Because after the eclipses, we have a huge reset going on. We entered time wave 0. If you're familiar with the work of Terence McKenna, we share a lot about 0 point and how to work with these creative frequencies on the blog too, on my website. But you want to make space and be open and receptive to, okay, what fits with this new higher frequency now? So you want to create the space to capture the changes that are available to you. And the wonderful part with the Aries coming in here is that courage, that heart fire, that passion to make these changes, to finally put that work out there. Whatever it is that you've always wanted to do, you're going to start to receive some inspiration for not only desires you've held close for your whole life that maybe you were too afraid to put out or it wasn't time. You're also going to receive even more, right? Because there's always more wonderful creative works to put out into the world. So the main gift message from a Mercury Cazimi in Aries is that you definitely hold the power within you to create the life you dream of and to anchor your highest timelines of soul embodied expression in this now. And so you want to be open to wisdom, strategy. You know, you might get a download of a whole process. So for me, for instance, I received a whole wonderful process on how to do quantum social media marketing, which is really great because it's putting a whole higher way of working with this, looking at everything that feels very aligned instead of the old paradigm route of marketing, because I don't really resonate with most things anymore, right? Everything has to be upgraded. So you may receive an entire system for, oh yeah, this is how we're going to launch this book, or this is how we're going to create this nonprofit, you know, all kinds of ways. So you want to be open. So of course, right, here's more layers of divine synchronicity because this is how all of it works for us here. The Mercury Cazimi is happening today on April 11th. So that is gifting us the master number of 11 and really emphasizes this angel frequency of this celestial event. Some notes on angel number 11 is mastery, aligning or working with the sacred mirrorverse, new beginnings, divine timing, and that you're being guided by your soul wisdom and higher purpose. And this emphasizes the ability now, the access to drastically improve your life and to manifest all that you desire. And the more confident you can feel, the more trust that you can have in your universe and your divine destiny and what you're passionate about, then the universe will match that energy. So it's a really powerful working with the mirrorverse energies of that 11 is what you hold and hold consistently and continue to return to that frequency you will see made manifest before you, as within, so without. So it's time to recognize everything is conspiring to bring you to a new level of your life. There isn't anything that you can't accomplish. And then the Aries 22 degrees is a whole other amazing rabbit hole, which is about the unified state of you with your higher self, you with your divine mind, you with your divinity within, your sacred heart. And so 22, the next octave of the mastery number, gifts us the unified path of a higher frequency by combining the powers of our heart, our feelings, and our focus of the mind to create all new realities, experiences, creations in general, all partnered with your higher self. And we're going to reference this in Ancient Astrology, Volume 1. Demetra George writes, "The protected space at the heart of the sun is the sanctum sanctorum, the innermost holy chamber of the mysteries initiation. Here, the union of a planet or star with the sun star represents the seminal impregnation and regeneration." So needless to say, Mercury will assist you in going through an important cleansing and a revitalization, a regeneration ritual this week. And the sun in Aries it's called an exaltation. They have a really powerful synergy together. So the sun has an especially high quality, high frequency, inspired wisdom, visions, motivation to offer you as Mercury meets it today. This is the invitation to cleanse your mind, another layer, right, of cleansing the mind of old or harmful ideas or habits. And you may be inspired to purge or to purify all kinds of the Mercury related aspects of your life. Things like paperwork, technology, schedules, logistical kind of stuff, business, money matters, communication. And then you're going to see around April 19th and 20th, after Mercury's conjunction with the Sun, which is happening today on the 11th, there's going to be this rebirth of Mercury again, which represents our mind, but our mind unified with the divine mind versus the ego mind, right? Or the wounded aspects of self. So you're going to notice on the 19th and the 20th, Mercury beginning to emerge from this beautiful kind of solar womb of the solar rays, a rebirth, bringing the refreshed awareness and new perspectives that you gained in this sacred sanctum sanctorum of the heart. We're going to be basically working with this energy for 9 to 10 days, going through this process, right? Getting it dialed in. And then you're going to notice the 19th and the 20th, oh, okay, I'm ready to bring this out into more visibility, into more public places, perhaps starting to do the work outside of the self now to put it into place, connecting, networking, posting, publishing, whatever it is. It's going to go from within you now, birthed into the public sphere somehow. New mental clarity and confidence with communication will also be some of the gifts received, and this will continue to improve all month as Mercury moves to end its retrograde around April 25th. And so the question is, what's being refreshed in your beingness, in your mind, in your heart's inspiration? What are you ready to put some energy into to be courageous and be like, oh, I've never thought I could do that, but now I feel ready. And here are some fun practices or some tips to make the most of this day. So normally Mercury energy is very busy, bustling and thinking rapidly and receiving information, transmitting information, but this is a day to emphasize receiving wisdom. So some ways to make the most of this energy today: make some time and space for yourself, for meditation, breath work, and journaling. Practice a divine cosmic Q&A where you ask a question and listen for the answer. You could also stream of consciousness free journal, and we invite you to act as if you are Mercury. So you want to embody your Mercury and see what flows through you. If you have the True North ebook Ascension manual that I put out as a free gift to assist you through this process, there's a portion of that booklet where I teach you how to find your main personal planets. And if you haven't, you're welcome to download that. It's a free gift I offer on my mystery school, and the link for everything I mention is in the description box here. But you can find out where your Mercury is. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to look at your chart right now. You could just intend, okay, I'm embodying my Mercury and act as if, and see what flows through you as you do this free flow journaling. Notice what ideas, different themes, intuitions, impressions come forth. They will be a clue for this continuation through the next Mercury cycle, which starts at the next Cazimi, which will be in August. And then you can get into some quantum manifestation by creating a quantum grid container vision for your life, personal and financial goals, business, health, relationships, and of course, the collective dream, the new earth realm shift for all of humanity too. And so to create a quantum grid container vision, you can just write down what you are envisioning, telling the new story, right? So I actually have a binder and I have the sleeve protectors, and I write down, okay, this is my quantum container for my business. This is my quantum container for my health. This is my quantum container for my life and my financial resources. So I'll have a different page or several pages depending upon the vision. It's also a really great day to reflect on your dreams, whether they're dreams you've had in the sleep state or some of your deepest dreams and heartfelt desires. Writing them down, reflecting on them, feeling into what feels relevant still, what feels like a burning passion, a sacred yes, where you feel that through your body. You really want to start acclimating yourself to using the body as the barometer or the biofeedback of what is a yes, a sacred yes, and what is a no. And the sacred yes feels very delicious. It's like an orgasm through your body. It's a pleasurable sensation through the body of receiving that, oh yes, that is lighting me up. That feels energizing. That feels pleasurable. And that's also working with the Kundalini life force energies through you and the Shakti flow, your own divine feminine receptivity. If you're interested in the dates of the Kazimis for the entire rest of the year going forward, you're welcome to check out this on the blog. So this podcast is in written form on the blog, on the website. All right, so a lot of wonderful information. And now we're going to proceed to the activation portion, where I'm going to show you a really fun and easy quantum exercise to connect your higher mind and heart. So if you need to pause this and come back, or pause this and set up your sacred space, please do so. Find a quiet space for yourself where you will not be disturbed for a few minutes. And you want to set up your sacred space. If you have the ability to light a candle right now or burn some incense right now, that's great. Maybe you're on a break from work and you're in your car. It's perfect. It doesn't matter. It's all about intention. And so if it's not possible to do more of a formalized ritual, you can just see yourself surrounded now in a beautiful bubble or orb of rose gold light and white gold light. And closing your eyes and starting to bring our focus inwards and down through our being. So it's almost like you're looking down through your body with your eyes closed. Bringing your attention to your heart space. And if you want to touch your heart to assist you to feel that, you can. Touching your chest and heart center. And beginning to breathe in through the nose and out through softly parted lips. Few cycles of in through the nose and out through softly parted lips, starting to quiet the mind. And we're going to take our attention down into our root chakra and ask Mother Gaia, Gaia Sophia, to receive our root, to receive our grounding cord, asking permission to connect and ground with her, and sending our roots down, down through the core of the earth, wrapping 3 times around and pulling snugly. Continuing with our breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And while we continue to breathe, holding your attention at your heart center, starting to see a beautiful, radiant golden sun beaming light at your heart and higher heart area. And starting to really feel into that gold, the warm golden energy of your heart center. Continuing to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And starting to envision now above the crown of your head a funnel opening, intending to connect with your divine mind, opening up your crown. And starting to see this beautiful honey gold amber solar plasma flowing down, a crystalline plasma flowing down from God, Source, Universe, Grand Central Sun, and Solaris, our local solar star, coming down through your soul star, down through this funnel, into your mind, into your crown, into your third eye. Continuing to breathe in through the nose and out through softly parted lips. Keeping your focus now held in the heart center. And just knowing, allowing that this crystalline solar plasma will assist you in downloading and digesting this information, this inspiration. It may come immediately right now. It may come throughout the day. But we are now going to ask Mercury in Aries to assist us in connecting our own divine mind with the heart of the sun, traveling to this beautiful portal through our own heart center and higher heart center. So seeing ourselves travel to the heart of the sun, putting ourselves in the center of the sun and connecting, asking now for the gift of a permanent installation of this sacred remembering, this connection, this contact between our own individuation and that of the solar logos, God consciousness held within the sun. Activating the memories of Solaria and our own solar code within our DNA. And just seeing, maybe you see that you're just surrounded in gold right now. Continuing to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. knowing that the information is onboarding, coming into your being, and it will come. Continuing to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now in this place, we invite you to see a bright, glowing figure 8 made of gold, and it's vertical. And the center point is in your throat chakra. And you're going to see it now weaving down, and it's going to go behind your heart chakra, and then it's going to loop back up now, going through the center point at the throat, and it's going to go behind your head, loop up and over your head, over the third eye, and coming back through the center of the throat, looping down around the heart, up at the throat again, back around the crown, over the crown of the head and third eye, down into the throat again. And we're going to be breathing into the nose, out through the mouth, and watching this loop connecting, looping the heart, sacred heart, with your throat, which is your center for receiving and communicating wisdom, whether you do this with others or for yourself, with divine mind, higher mind. And so we're looping, connecting, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, continuing to run the energy, watching this loop down through the heart, up through the throat, up and around over the crown, over the third eye, back down into the throat. And so what we're doing is weaving. We are light weaving with this golden infinity loop that is vertical, unifying the heart and mind, welcoming in our connection to divine mind, welcoming in the courage codes, the release of our passions, welcoming in the courage to embody, to describe, to feel our divine passion, inspiration, to welcome in our own sovereign connection with our own innate wisdom. Continuing to breathe and looping down through the heart, up through the throat, up through the back of the skull and the crown and third eye, and back down through the throat again. So remember, the throat chakra is the center point to release, to stream this information, to trust this information to come through us, linking it with the love of Source in our own hearts, and the connection to divine intelligence through our own mind, linking our divine humanity with that of the solar logos. Continuing to see the energy go faster and faster down to the heart, up through the throat, up through the crown, down through the throat, down through the heart. So it's going up and down, weaving, uniting, weaving, and seeing this beautiful golden thread now of this infinity loop that is vertical, that is uniting your heart and your mind with your divinity. And we ask our guides, Star Family, the Ascended Masters, and our Lightbody technology to assist us in the permanent installation of this unified mechanism, of this golden figure 8, this light weaving, now be permanently inlaid, installed into our Lightbody architecture. So all we have to do is take a moment, take a pause, breathe, close our eyes, and re-envision this vertical infinity loop to connect. Continuing to breathe. Seeing yourself back now in your space, wherever you are, whether you're in your car, in your sacred space, in your bed, maybe you're out in nature, wherever you are, starting to feel your seat wherever you are sitting, feeling your root, pulling on your root connection with Mother Earth, Gaia, Sophia as well, feeling that grounding. And I invite you to bring your hands together and rub them and touch your feet, or make sure you kind of wiggle your toes and bring your attention to the soul of your feet, the sun discs within your feet, making sure that you are anchored in this now, fully present. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And maybe you want to proceed right into your journaling, your reflection right now. So I'm going to leave you in this space. I thank you so much for joining me. I love you. And let us know what you receive. We look forward to all of your revelations and your magical clarity insights, and courage. Celebrating you. See you soon.